Yo, what's good, y'all? You dug back again with another One Piece Beyond Greatness theory. Now, it's occurred to me after talking with one of my homies, Google Plus, it's what I do, amongst other things, time to time with some of the dudes, that I honestly never made a video about this theory that I've had for a long time about the ancient Zoans. And coming into the fact that we about to get this Wano hype, the fact that we've only had two ancient Zoans, just like we've only had two mythical Zoans, alright? It means it needs to be said. And I'm pretty confident. I am almost 100% confident that no one else has had a theory like this. Y'all know how I be the alchemist in the lab concocting these wild, crazy concoctions. So, what is this wild, crazy theory about ancient Zoans? We already know about the awakenings of Zoans, right? We already know about their natural abilities, crazy hand-to-hand natural combat prowess. You add that to a established fighter martial artist, you got a bona fide threat. You add to the fact that they got insane regenerative capacity, hacks regenerative capabilities. You add that to an awakened zone, it goes even farther. And so much has been said about the mythical zones, but no one's touching the ancient zones. When it comes to the ancient zones, right, I propose this theory that each of the ancient zones have actually three. They're a hybrid of three different prehistoric creatures. And you're going to wonder, what the hell are you talking about, man? Does that even make sense? Hear me out. Now, Captain Jack the Drought, all right? We know that he has the Mammoth Devil Fruit. Or at least that's what we think. What if Jack not only has the Mammoth Devil Fruit, but he also, along the way, can become a saber-toothed tiger, as well as a brontosaurus. And we know former Rear Admiral Red Flag X Drake has the seemingly T-Rex Devil Fruit. But what if he can also become a velociraptor, as well as a pterodactyl? He has a pterodactyl head. People have noticed this. You look at his arms. Velociraptor isn't too far-fetched. And then if you look at the mammoth thing, saber-toothed tiger makes perfect sense. I propose that ancient zones have 2 to 3 different types of creatures in them. Because what makes the ancient different from the regular zone? And what makes them seemingly more special than the mythical? And would it be outside of Oda's type of thought process to pull something like this off? Think about how in a dude, shout out to Dark King, aka Abdu, Ugas. I was talking with him and he's like, yo, that's OP. And I'm like, or that's not fair. And I said, look, devil fruits ain't fair. All right? They're not fair. Mythical zones ain't fair. Logias ain't fair. There's no fairness in this. If you give the ancient zones the capacity of multiple creatures, do you understand the kind of hybrid you can bring to the table? Especially if you can change different parts of your body. Do you understand the capacities that you bring to the table? I don't think Kaido has a devil fruit, but I think he's a product of experimentation. I've said this time and time again. I think I was one of the first, if not the first, to talk about that Dr. Vegapunk's experimentation on Kaido. If that's the case, then it would make perfect sense. We don't know about devil fruits, and we don't know a lot about zones. And if this is the case about ancient zones, it could open a whole new door for zones. It could open a whole new door for Chopper, who I have thoughts on himself and whatnot, even though he doesn't have an ancient zone. But these are my thoughts, short, quick video to give out the general premise. I would love to hear what y'all have to say. Unexpected winner, like, comment, subscribe. Peace. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night.